In this lesson, we'll cover the graphical column schedule. So to view a graphical column schedule that's already created within this project, let's browse in the project browser down to schedules. Once you get down to schedules, you'll actually see a group called graphical column schedules. Expand that, and there should be a graphical column schedule 1. Double click it. This basically shows the graphical column schedule. Now, the way it actually reports or depicts the actual columns is by grid and by level. So if I zoom in, I can see in each of these groupings, we have our levels listed on the right and the left, and then across the bottom are our grids. The grids indicate where each of the columns are located. So for example, I'm looking at the J7 column, and from the entry level 1 up to floor 2, I have this column that's 450 millimeters. Scrolling to the right, you can actually see you have other columns that span the sublevel to the entry level, then entry level to floor 2. If you change the level of detail to maybe fine, you'll actually see more detail of the actual columns. You can also change the actual graphic display to maybe shaded to show a little variance in the actual report itself. Now you can also edit the information I see within this table in the property area on the left. So I could change the actual scale. I could also change the visibility graphics. Scrolling down, I see I can change the grid appearance. So if I click Edit to the right of Grid Appearance, here I can set my grids and how they behave above, below, and between segments. You also have Text Appearance. This is where I can control the text within this actual schedule. Click OK. You also can apply a view template if you have a view template associated to this type of schedule. You can choose hidden levels that I want to hide and material types that you want to include. So for example, if I edit material types, I see I'm including all possible materials that are used within columns. Click OK. To close the schedule table, click the X in the upper right. Now, to create a schedule table such as this for our graphical columns, let's go to the View tab. Once on the View tab in the Create panel, for the Schedule dropdown, the second option down is our graphical column schedule. This basically creates that report or that schedule we just looked at. So go ahead and click it. Once you click this, it will actually create the schedule table, orienting it to the width of your view. Now, right now, it's showing the actual columns with no tags. If you want to apply a tag, I can go to the Annotate tab, and I could choose Tag All. When I select Tag All, I could choose the type of tag, in this case, the structural column tag. I could say to orient my tags vertically, and then click OK. This will apply a vertical tag to all of my columns. You can change again the display settings to show more detail, and I can also change my graphics to add a little contrast. Again, modifying the elements in the property area on the left, I can choose different types of elements for text, grid, and fonts. So as a review, in this lesson, we looked at the graphical column schedule. We looked at an existing graphical column schedule, how we can actually change the visual aspect of the columns by adding more detail or removing detail. We looked at the tags, and we looked at how they're laid out graphically by level and by grid line. We looked at the property area where we can edit the properties of the schedule table. Then we created a graphic schedule table by going to the View tab, clicking Schedule, and then clicking Graphical Column Schedule.